So can you guys see my screen? It says MELBA. Yep, okay. So since you guys are influencers, one thing we'll ask if providers have questions on how to sign up, that this is kind of where you'll direct them. And it's just ecicforkids.org/MELBA. This is the first step of becoming a member. You guys, we went ahead and entered manually, but if you were joining outside of the influencer program, again, this is where you'd go. We do have a nice 2-minute video that's just a high-level general overview of kind of everything I've said. I always encourage folks to watch that. And again, as an influencer, you might watch the video. It tells a little bit more as far as context. And then it kind of just goes over everything. There are more detailed, what is it, kind of throughout, get started, email us anytime. Communications toolkit has a lot of presentations and other resources. Learn here by clicking more. So tell them if they're still not sure to explore the site here, because there is going to be a lot of answered questions kind of when you dig in. We just didn't want to put too much information to kind of overwhelm people. But again, it's kind of just a little overview of how it works. Some of our preferred members. We have a little special highlighted here through the end of this month. And then essentially all they do, depending on their type, if we've made it simple, they're a child care center, or any of those kind of that fall into that group, for-profit, nonprofit facilities, GSRP, Head Start, anything, they would just click that. If they're a family, group home, license exempt, unlicensed even, anything, they would click the family and group home. So for example, you click that. It says add it to your cart, essentially. You fill out your information, put your credit card information in, read the terms and conditions, or at least check the box and place order. And then that's when you guys should have received the welcome emails. If you haven't, let me know. You get one welcome email that kind of tells you what's next to expect, and then this one always ends up in the junk or spam filter, it seems like, as a feedback. We haven't figured out why it keeps getting caught yet, but it's where your password, I call it token, it's a link, because your username on the MELBA Save site is just your email, and then that link is how you set your password so you can log in. So that's kind of the process for context and where you direct folks, and kind of how it works. And then once you log in, again, this is the melbasave.org. This is the actual site that once they join, they have access to, and you guys too. So here's the landing page. It's really broken up into 4 main categories: engaging families in the classroom, saving money, and successful program management. I always encourage folks that if they're looking for something specific or a few things, sometimes this search box at the top is just as easy, because they've condensed it off the first version because we got the feedback there was just too much, there was too many options. And so sometimes you're not quite sure where to look for something specific. So I mean, that's how I learned where so many things were after the change was just on the search. So I always highlight, the 4 categories and then the search box to really dig deeper. The featured tools and resources, I just like to point out these are driven by analytics from all our members, what they're using when they're coming on. So I just think it's kind of like a nice little snapshot to know that, oh, not a lot of people know about HR stuff, so I don't feel as bad now, and here's some resources and compliance, some of those things that folks are using. And it's not surprising to me, I mean, it is financial management, forms, policies, and templates, nutrition, health and safety, the food program stuff, and training and PD kind of top out some of the stuff. But those are there, and it's just kind of for quick reference, and it just kind of helps people see that. Kind of updates, important stuff. We're working to update this regularly with kind of topics across the thing, health stuff. The MELBA Works hiring tool, which is powered by Acquire for Hire. When folks post jobs, they also show up here. They're also posting simultaneously to 7 other major job boards, including Indeed and LinkedIn. I'll show you a little bit more about that in a minute. Any of our vendors we have on board, if they're running specials, they always let us know. We put them right here just so you can see, like, oh, this month they're running this, and there's that. And then working with our national partners to build out some more how-to videos, so you don't have to really do anything. You watch this little minute video and it tells you exactly what you need to do. So those are there. So that's the landing page, nice little overview. What did I do here? Sorry. So engaging families, I just like to kind of highlight things. So you click on engaging families, you can see kind of how it's broken up in the different sections here. And it tries to kind of send them in the right direction for what they're looking for. For example, again, I'll just click on admin tools. And the family handbook seems to be a big one that folks utilize a lot. Cool thing about this I like to highlight, again, here's the complete handbooks in English and Spanish for center and home, or here's individual policies that are in those. So if you already have a handbook and you're looking to add a few policies, you're not starting from scratch. You can download this version, make some tweaks, there you go. What takes you 3 hours before takes you 15 minutes, and that's kind of the whole point of a lot of these tools. But you can see once you kind of click on something, it expands into even more. So again, it's kind of like trying to be intuitive to what you're looking for by category. And again, there's so much that sometimes, again, use that search button to kind of locate what you're looking for and or explore for you guys. So in the classroom section, again, same thing. It kind of breaks it up into a few different areas. I'll just click on this one, for example. And so that it has a couple of different things that you can click on to get more resources on those. Most of the downloadable documents, resources are all in English and Spanish. I would love to hear feedback if we need to expand that. Right now, those seem to be obviously the biggest needed languages. But if you are talking with folks and maybe Arabic or something, and that's a huge need, we are looking into doing some more translation. Just the FYI. Successful program management, the fourth category here, is probably going to be one of the fullest ones, solely because of that was kind of our premise with the MELBA project, was really supporting the administrative side of the business. So HR, boards, business planning, business insurance, real estate, and kind of navigating that world. The family child care toolkit is literally step-by-step anything family child care provider would need to get started, to help enhance if they are started, kind of from start to finish from the top experts kind of in the United States. You can see, again, I don't want to bore you just talking to what's on the screen. The one I will highlight on here too is the forms, policies, and templates. This is where any form, policy, or template that's throughout the entire website also lives here. And I'm going to scroll through this very quickly on my screen just to show like how many there are and how many resources there are. You can see I'm like done talking and I'm still scrolling. So there's lots of resources, lots of templates, lots of guides. Just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Saving money is, again, our other kind of saving money and successful program management have really been our focus areas. So we really tried to build those out. Really encouraging folks, especially you, to go to Getting Started and connect with Andrea here. This is her entire job, is to hear what you need, and she's going to connect you and do all the legwork for you and set up accounts if they need it with any of our vendors. Because some of them, we were at the mercy of them, right? We're coming to them, we're like, hey, give us a discount. We're bringing all these providers together. And so some give us discount codes, which is super simple. You go to their website, order what you want, put it in. Some will make you create an account with them to access either kind of better discounts and better pricing on stuff. But that's Andrea's job, is to do all that stuff for you. So all you then have to do, again, is just log in and utilize those. So her information's right here. You can either email or call her. She's super awesome. We'll go above and beyond to help support you. And she might help you in ways that you don't know just by listening to your needs, because that's all she does is connect people. So I always say go there first, but I will show you the snapshot of the savings portal where you can go directly and kind of do this yourself. And again, here's kind of the snapshot of some of the vendors that are on the platform. Pretty much all the main suppliers, Lakeshore, Kaplan, discount school supplies, etc. The one that I always like to point out just because it's new, where'd it go? Ace Hardware. Oh, right here. So it says facility renovations. We actually added them because they have access to PPE, sanitation, cleaning. We were hearing that some of the other ones were delayed on certain products, so we started adding other vendors that you might not have used, but are probably in your local areas too, so you can get kind of discounts through them and access that stuff too. Oh, again, and here's discount school supplies. So if you click on one of those, theirs is awesome because, again, it's just a code and you get 20% off. So MELBA Works hiring, we know hiring, especially after COVID, some folks have lost some staff is an issue. So here's where you navigate to get to that. And most of you, if you're looking for staff, you're going to register for an account, and it's going to take you to Acquire for Hire, the kind of the software behind it. It looks like this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it now. If you have questions during it, I'm just going to ask you, reach out to me. We'll talk through it, and I can really give you a tutorial. But that cool highlight I'd like to show you is when you are getting ready to post a job, you just type early, and it brings up these preloaded positions. And so you can just be like, I need an aide. And it pre-fills the summary, the duties, the requirements. Then you can add nice to haves, your benefits of your program, salary, some of these education requirements. And it has all these cool analytics keywords built in. So when you post, your job postings are going to be higher because their algorithms are all aligned. And so that's why, like, I encourage people, like, go through this, and it's posting to Indeed and LinkedIn and 5 other boards, all for free. If you go directly there, you're going to pay to get your post to the top. So I like to highlight that for staffing. Oh, here's the family child care toolkit. You can see it's broken down kind of by category here, but each one of them has like step-by-step pieces to help really from start to finish. Here's another thing we've added just kind of through COVID. We continually build this out. It's COVID-19 kind of resources, parent communication things, employee rights. There's some family first, some different stuff out there, unemployment. So we've tried to make that all live here. Communication, we've been working on that, communicating with staff, communicating with parents, new policies, new procedures. How do you communicate that in a way effectively, and some of those supports, because feeling safe and feeling, communicating that clearly is super important during these times. So we've added those. That's really just been with feedback and, again, trying to evolve and meet the needs of providers.